All right. Now, once you know the number system in the circle of fourths, you can do a lot of different things. There's a lot of songs come easier. So with this, I'm going to do Because of Who You Are, I Give You Glory. And watch how everything we do is using either the number system or the circle of fourths. And most songs will have the majority, number system and circle of fourths. And then they may have 2 or 3 except what I call exception chords that are outside of that. But 85–90% of the song is going to be numbers, a system, or circle of fourths in F. So if you know those well, this song will look very familiar. It'll come very quickly, and that's the way you want to learn. Okay. Let's see. Let me get this out of the way here. Here we go. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Okay, let's go over that one at a time. Okay, now, because of you. Now, sometimes you can do what you call passing tones. If I have two, if I want to add a little walk in it, it's just something a little extra. If I have the C and the A, I can walk down to the A. Because of who? See what I did? Because of who? Then the three chord, you are, I give you. Glory is the 4 chord, glory. And then 5 chord. Right? Back to 1, because of who? To 6, you are, I give. Right? You praise. Now this is an exception chord, but you see it a lot of different times. If I'm in the key of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's my major 7. And then I'm back to where I started. My major 7 can go to flat 7. You've heard of flat 7 before. If I'm playing an F chord, I can put the flat 7 to it. So since that flat 7 is allowed, I can make chords off of that. So I'm making a chord off of the dominant 7 of the scale, or off of the flat 7. And it's a major 9th chord, you praise. So you just copy that for right now. Okay. Now the good news, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm going to also show you Jesus, the mention of your name. Guess what? Exact same chords. All right. Now, so that second line is because of who you are, I give you praise. Is 1, 6, 7, 5. Because of who you are, I give you praise. And then 5. Okay. The next part is 4, 5. Then circle 7, 3, 6. Because of who you are. All right. Now, musicians, it's the 5 chord, but musicians like to mix things up a little bit. So what the musician is going to do, because of who you are, which is still 5 chords, either 5 chord, 5 major with a dominant on it. So you can do it either way. Because of who you are, just straight 5 from number system, or because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say. Now I walk that down because any time in music, when you're going from one note to another, you can walk the scale in between. I will. So the second or third time, if you want a little variety, then there you add that. And the circle, there's your 7 chord. My voice, there's your big 3 with the circle, and say, all right, 6, Lord, I worship you. Okay, that's your 2 chord. And then we're going to go to the 7, 3, 6. Because of who you are. Okay. All right, to the 6th chord. And Now we're going to do a little exception. We're going to go to a major from 6. We're going to go to 2, and it's going to be a major. You are. I'm sorry. You are. Right. Since you're going to a 2 chord, G major, we're going to walk to the alternate bass. Lord, and most songs end in 2-5-1. You hear this all the time. Worship you because of who you are. 5 turner. You go to the 5 chord as a fill-in that turns you around to the beginning of the song. Isn't that easy? Now, if you don't know number system and circle of fourths, that was probably rocket science. But if you know them well, everything looks familiar. Okay? All right. So now let's talk about the second part, the You Are Jehovah Jireh. Lord, I worship you because, so like you say, whenever you hear that walking, it's just whatever note I'm in, that my target note, I walk up to it. Worship you because of who you are. You are Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Jehovah Nisi, Lord, you reign in victory. Jehovah Shalom, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are. All right, let's talk about that. Okay, when it says, laws of who you are Jehovah Jireh. That's the circle. You are, right, your 5 chords, C minor 9th. You are, drop the thumb, Jehovah. That's the F dominant with the 6. It says 6 on the machine, but I like to call it 13. All right, because it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. All right, you are Jehovah, but it's in that circle. 4, Jireh, boom, boom. Then we're going to go 3 to 6. My provider, right? Then 2 to 5, Jehovah Nisi. Lord, you circle 5, 1, 4. Lord, you reign in victory. Jehovah Shalom, boom, boom. 7, 3, 6. My Prince of Peace, and I worship 2. Now the end is 2, 3, and 5. And I worship you because of who you are. Now, if you have trouble with the rhythm, where to hit everything, just keep in mind that when you don't have sheet music, you have to go by the words. You have to match the chords with the words. So pay attention when I say, you are Jehovah Jireh, right? And I worship you because of who you are. And that's why I put those accents so you know where to hit the chords, all right? That was easy enough, wasn't it? All right, number system circle 4. Every time when you sit down at the piano, whatever key you're going to play in, you want to rehearse the numbers and the circle in that key so that when I start giving you chords, you don't have to struggle. When you can play those where you can say, dun, you don't have to go fast. 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. 4 goes down to, when you can do that easily and do that number system easily, your songs, you'll be able to learn songs just like that in the easy and intermediate levels, okay? All right, y'all. This is not rocket science. Now remember, if you go to Jesus, Just the Mention of Your Name by Donnie McClurkin, super easy, exact same chords. There's a lot of others, but that's just the one that I happen to think of for the example. All right, this is not rocket science, y'all. Don't just play, understand, and be a blessing to your church.